Hi everyone, welcome to Reading CMA. Before we get into the video, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm a qualified CMA from June 2025 attempt, have cleared both the groups in a go while working full time and without any coaching. Most of my prep were through institute study mat, mock tests, and YouTube lectures. Currently, I'm working as an FP&A executive in a Revit IT company. The reason of starting this channel is quite simple. बिकॉज जब मैं अपनी सीएमए जर्नी में थी आई रियलाइज कि एग्जाम प्रिपरेशन के लिए कंटेंट ये तो सफिशिएंटली अवेलेबल है बट इट्स क्वाइट स्कैटर्ड स्पेसिफिकली द CMA oriented content, PPOP, placements, resume building, career opportunities, and life after exams. कभी कभी आई यूज्ड टू रश टू द सीनियर्स उनसे पूछने के लिए समटाइम्स ग्रुप्स में सर्च करना पड़ता था एंड एट टाइम्स द क्वेश्चंस अनएड्रेस्ड रह गए बिकॉज आई वाज नॉट नोइंग whom to ask those questions. And honestly, I just wanted to change that in my own small way. Having said so, I want to make a thing very clear. I'm not a teacher. I am not going to give lectures. या मैं कोई subjects पढ़ाने नहीं आई हूँ. You can just think of me as a friend or a senior who has recently gone through the same journey and wants to share practical experiences, learnings, and mistakes so that your journey can be a bit easier. Now, that being said, अगर किसी कॉन्सेप्ट में सब्जेक्ट में या कहीं पर भी कोई डिफिकल्टी आ रही हो एंड आई फील दैट मैं हेल्प कर सकती हूँ सो आई एम मोर देन हैप्पी टू ड्रॉप वीडियोस ऑन दोस टॉपिक्स एज वेल. Again, let me tell you that this is not a topper strategy or overnight success story. I'm just sharing my experiences जो मुझे लगता है कि एज अ स्टूडेंट मुझे किसी ने बताया होता. So I just want you to be free to ask questions, share your doubts, and if you have any queries or you feel any topic that can be discussed, you can please drop that in the comments. Now, let's come to the main crux of the video. This is basically the very first video on the channel, so I thought of taking up a topic which was frequently asked. And I also feel that majority of CMA students के दिमाग में भी यही topic चल रहा होगा. Like exams तो हो गए, but what next? So to address that, first of all, we'll break the students into different categories. The ones who are confident that they are going to make up in this attempt, and other the ones which are not very confident. But again, we are not going to lose hope in any scenarios. But a very main thing that I want to let you know is that please do take a break. Its exams are over. There were too many stressful days, too much of efforts from your end. So you have actually earned a break for yourself now. Few days of rest after months of preparation, that's completely fine. Right? You can spend time with your friends, you can spend time with your family, sleep properly, watch that series that you have been postponing. But remember, for both the categories, do not let the 1 or 2 weeks break become a 1 month's break. Because, see, I agree that exams are over, but the next phase of your journey is about to begin. And trust me, as a CMA student, these upcoming days are equally important as the days of your exam preparations. Now, if you're confident that your attempt went well, then don't wait for the results. Start preparing for interviews from now itself. Revise the core concepts, work on your Excel skills, update your resume, and start getting well versed with the interview questions. But one more thing that I want to emphasize upon is please focus on your communication. A thing that I have noticed throughout my journey is that CMA students, they have knowledge. The challenge is presenting that knowledge. नॉलेज होना इंपॉर्टेंट है नो डाउट बट नॉलेज को एक्सप्लेन कर पाना भी इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट है बिकॉज नोइंग समथिंग विल ऑफ कोर्स गेट यू नोटिस्ड बट एक्सप्लेनिंग दैट विल ओनली गेट यू सिलेक्टेड सो नाउ having said so, I don't say that you need to speak some fancy English, some extraordinary vocabulary. No, nobody's expecting that. Simple English, basic confidence, clear communication. That's enough. Interviewers are not looking for an English teacher. They're just looking for finance professionals. So just have small improvements in your communication, and that is going to have huge differences in your interviews. So I'll just suggest, if you're confident, please revise the concepts. Again, this may be intermediate concepts, foundation concepts, just if you want to have a list of all the topics that are important from interview point of view. So I can drop a video for that as well, or if you need, I can drop it in the comments somewhere. And at the same time, please do work on your communication skills as well. Now coming to the second category, for the students who are maybe not very confident about the results, first things, do not declare the result before the institute does it for you. See, हम सबको आदत होती है that we come out of the exam hall, we predict the marks, and there are possibilities that the predictions may be wrong. So wait for the actual result. But again, prevention is better than cure. So we can be prepared for even the adverse situation. There is no harm in doing that. I would just suggest that do not loosen your grip on your subject knowledge or on your studies. I agree that a result cannot decide your journey. It can delay it, of course. But see, when you become a professional at the end of the journey as a CMA aspirant, I would want you to know that very few people are interested in the number of attempts that you have taken. Majority of them will only see the kind of professional that you have come out as. So just stop worrying about the uncontrollable factors and focus on things that can be controlled. Keep revising important concepts, go through your notes, give mock tests. You should see there might be some topics that you're very well versed with, you're very confident. Then you can give subject wise tests for those topics. Just the crux is stay connected with your studies. If the results are positive, then you're already prepared for the interviews. And if not, you are already ahead of where you would have otherwise been. Correct? See, worrying about the results won't change it. Preparing for them, of course. Now let's talk about what happens after the results. Many students will be aiming for campus placement drives. And for campus placement drive, you have to register yourself for PPOP, that's Pre-Placement Orientation Program. This is not free of cost, but it is mandatory for campus placements. Now, when you're filling this form for PPOP, you have to submit or upload your resume. Now, this resume, you should be very mindful when you're making this resume because the recruiters are going to select you on the basis of this resume and of course your results as well. Make sure you are very well versed of each and every term that you're putting in the resume. Look for terms that are very often asked for by the recruiters, and we can have a separate session on how the resume is being made. But presently, be very mindful of the resume that you're going to upload. Apart from that, the second important thing is you have to select a region for campus drive. Again, we have 4 regions: Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai, and Chennai. If you are selecting one particular region, the recruiters that are going to come in another region, they are not going to see your profile. So again, be very careful when you're selecting the region because only that will be your job location after the campus placements. And PPOP is also in the same region. Now, if I talk about campus drives, so there'll be multiple campus drives. Like if I take my example, I registered for Mumbai campus and had Pune PPOP's chapter. The very first campus drive happened in Mumbai. Then the ones who were not selected there, second one happened in Pune for them. And the last one was in Ahmedabad. But again, if you get selected in a company, you won't be having an opportunity to go in for another company. Moreover, if you are not if you're not joining a particular company, in that scenario as well, you will be dropped off from the campus placements drives. So be very mindful of the companies that are going to appear for if you have multiple shortlistings. Now, if I talk about is PPOP helpful or not? If I talk about my personal experience, I found it genuinely useful. The sessions they helped in interview preps, personal, professional grooming, and understanding what recruiters are actually looking for in the candidates. In fact, I was fortunate to be amongst the better performing students in the PPOP batch. I was shortlisted by multiple companies, and I honestly expected things to work out through campus. Again, but life had different plans. If you need, I'll share that as my campus experience also in some other video. But my advice to every student presently would be prepare seriously for your campus, give it your absolute best. But again, do not rely on campus alone. Keep your options open. Apply off campus as well. Because see, opportunities don't come from where we expect them to. At times, the opportunities that we create for ourselves, they turn out better than the ones that we are waiting for. So if I want you to have a crux of the video, so I'll just saying that your result is important. First job is important, but consistency is even more important. See, careers are not built in a day. It is a fruit, or basically it is a result of multiple efforts that are taken every single day. If you need my experiences around interviews, placements, PPOP, career opportunities, professional life, or anything that you could be benefited out from my CMA journey, I'll be very happy to share those experiences. If anything of this sounds useful, consider subscribing. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I have again recently seen the same phase that you are now going to enter. So I'll genuinely try to help at my best possible level. Thank you for watching. All the very best for your results. And remember, knowledge can help you clear the exams. Communication can help you clear the interviews. But consistency can help you in building a successful career. See you in next video. Take care. Bye bye.